And we're live. Welcome back to another Commonwealth Sports Betting video. I'm Ethan, better known as Best Pie Bets on Twitter. Sean is in the chat. Stripe Show Clubhouse getting wild today. Stripe Show represent. Let's go. Let's go. Hopefully that Phi Golf game is going good over there. Who's winning? But recap yesterday, Stars money line loses. They just didn't even show up. It seemed like they forgot that they needed to win that game to force another game. It seemed like, and they just didn't show up, and this was just laid a dud. But on to the next one. Talking some baseball today, so that's a cool change of pace. Looking at the I took a little peek at the Panthers Golden Knights game on Saturday. That's what it's scheduled for. Panthers goes to Vegas in the T-Mobile Arena to face the Golden Knights on Saturday. Right now, the line I looked at is consensus like Panthers plus 115 and Vegas Golden Knights minus 130, minus 135, something like that. So favoring the Golden Knights a little bit at home there. And the line it was like 5.5 over is a little bit juice, minus 115. So interesting opening line movements, or just opening line there. So look forward to that game on Saturday. Maybe we'll sneak a bet in tomorrow because we know who's going to be playing and in the hockey game tomorrow. So might be able to sneak in a hockey bet tomorrow as well as a baseball and maybe a golf as well. Stay tuned for the Memorial tournament for the Memorial this weekend. So interesting stuff. I'm excited for the tournament this weekend in golf as well as the hockey game this Saturday. Very good. And still trucking along. Bankroll management is vital here, guys. You go through cold streaks, you go through hot streaks. That is what matters. You stay consistent, stay true. You'll win some, you'll lose some. No one goes 100%, and hopefully no one goes 0%. I mean, you can if you keep betting parlays and stuff like that, but you keep moving along, keep putting one foot in front of the other. But hey, Carol Ann, how are you? Doing well today. Hair's cooperating, blocking out the sock sign with the Miller Lite in the background on my shoulder there. So going on to baseball today is a pretty good slate. I had 2 baseball plays that clients got yesterday night. I was going back and forth, figuring out which play I wanted to give out here. And some of the line movements has changed and whatnot. Susan Curry in the chat and Joe O. Let's go. Hello, guys. Welcome in. But it's always good to stay consistent, have a base plan. You lose a few games in a row, you'll win some games in a row. Went on some crazy run in the beginning, and regression hits sometimes. So going on to this slate for baseball today, I've been not doing too many baseball plays, is on the channel at least, because hockey is around. I like that. I like to give those out for you guys. But baseball has been low volume for me until hockey ultimately ends soon. So keep going and go into the summer and hopefully, get some good baseball runs there. And excited to go to some baseball games this season. It's always fun to catch a game in person. Pretty interesting now since the games have been going by an average about 20 to 30 minutes quicker. A lot of stadiums are changing their policy according to alcohol, where they used to stop selling after the bottom of the 7th, I believe, or something like that. bottom of the seventh was the last time you could get beer or whatever like that. But now a lot of teams, they realize they're losing. They're losing. They're charging 10, 11, 12 bucks a beer. I don't know how much you're losing there, bud, but maybe, I guess it is a high percentage when you charge that much, right? So they extended it to some stadiums to like about eighth inning, middle of the eighth inning or something like that. I got to double check. I forgot if it was after the end of like the seventh inning stretch. That's when they cut off, or bottom of the seventh was the last time you can get it, or I don't know what changes are going on from stadium to stadium, because the owners are realizing, hey, I mean, we don't have to cut people off after bottom of the seventh, even though the game's going quicker. I mean, when you think about it, it's like, well, it's they're trying to be good and good spirited and try to stop the alcohol sales at the end of bottom of the seventh or whatever before. And they're like, oh, so people can, relax, get good, and can drive home okay or whatever. But now they're just like, whatever, screw it. We're going to bed past the eighth inning or whatever. So very funny there. Interesting. All in for baseball money, Susan Curry says, and Moneyball. Great movie, by the way. I don't know. It's somewhat accurate, but of course it's a dramatization of what really happened with the Oakland Athletics there. Very different from what the Oakland Athletics are right now. Pretty sad. I saw a stat. There were, last in average, last in team OPS, last in team slugging, and last in team ERA, basically. So I was just like, whoa, that's a tough start. They're kind of tanking till Vegas. I mean, maybe once they move it to Vegas, there'll be some newfound life or whatever after they get that $1 billion stadium built in Vegas. So we'll see what happens there. I mean, it kind of worked with the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, granted, it's an expansion team, I know, but kind of first professional team in Vegas other than the WNBA. Okay, I don't want to upset anyone there, but it was a WNBA team in Vegas before Vegas Golden Knights. So want to give them a little shout out there, even though I don't follow it too much, but maybe I should. Who knows? Sometimes there's money to be made in some of these sports you just would never even think of, because not that many people bet them. And they don't focus on line maker or odds makers don't focus on those sports as much. So you never know. There's two sides to every story, two opinions to everything. So pretty interesting there. But yeah, it was like I was saying, Golden Knights kind of worked out for them. Having success for the first 5-6 years of their creation. So good for them. Congratulations to them. Going to be a good Stanley Cup final. I don't think anyone would have guessed it would have been the Panthers and Golden Knights. I mean, that's just hockey, and it's tough to beat any team in a 7-game series in hockey, that's for sure, especially when you're playing the same guys over and over and over and over again. You know their tendencies. You know everything. Well, not everything, but you start to learn and pick up on a few things like anyone would if you're just facing the same guys. It's a little different. Like if you win 3 or 4 in a row. Okay, yeah, minor league baseball was in Las Vegas as well. Ray's right. There you go. Got to give them a shout out as well. So professional sports was there, and NBA All-Star Game and Summer D-League. That's true. Summer D-League. I totally forgot about the Summer D-League there. But I remember watching those games. I think they use, I don't know if you know, Ray, but I think they use the WNBA arena for the Las Vegas Aces. I think it's called Michelob Ultra Arena, something like that. I don't know. I think it's in one of the hotels there. I remember walking by it one time when I was in Vegas, and saw all the posters. So I think that might be the same court they use or whatever. But on to the comp selection today. Gonna go to the Milwaukee and Blue Jays game. Adrian Hauser is pitching for the Milwaukee Brewers, and forgot his first name, Yasai Kikuchi is pitching. He's a veteran. He's been around for a while, but on the Blue Jays side is a lefty, so righty versus lefty here. Summer D League is digging deep, that's for sure, Carol Ann. But I mean, if it wins, it wins, right? I mean, I personally, for basketball, I really like to bet it live. If I'm gonna bet it, it's hard to just before the game bet it for my own psyche at least, because I would be in watching the game. I'm like, oh, I have this team minus 4.5 and they're down 12, and I'm like, wow, I could have got them +3 or +2.5 on the live line. So I like to bet it live. A little nugget here. I don't do it often, but it's kind of like a little system I have for NBA betting. I don't know how much it works for WNBA. I haven't really tried it there. But if, let's say, one team is minus, or let's say one team is +5, make it easy, before the game. So when you think about it, the odds makers, most of the time, they know more than us. They have a lot of information at hand. They have all these analysis and algorithms for their line making process. USA Today headline after NBA disaster in the desert, one of the wildest nights I've been around ever. Yep, yep. I think I do remember that, or have heard of that before. But going back to what I said, like +5. If that team goes down, whatever, let's say 15, 20 points, you might get them +15, +15.5, something like that. I say you take that +15.5. Granted, it's maybe midway through the third quarter or before the fourth quarter, because fourth quarter is just, a little too late by then. Because basketball is a game of runs, as far as I've learned. So I kind of like to look at it. And if I can get 10 points on a side compared to the starting, like the closing line number, I think that's all right. I think that's a good value bet to make. And then looking at the total, if I can get 20 points on the total, either way, over and under, I don't care what it is. If I can get 20 points in my favor, let's say the total is 220 and they're scoring a bunch of the first half, I can get the under 240, 245. I might do that. That's a little, it works pretty well. I mean, as far as I know, I've done it, and it's won pretty much, but I didn't do it this much this year, so I don't know as much as that. But rambling again, going back to the play today, Adrian Hauser versus Isai Kikuchi. I forgot his first name. But the comp selection is going to be today, Milwaukee at Toronto Blue Jays, first 5, under 5.5, -128 right now. Clients got it at -120 last night. I don't mind the -128. If you do want to do the 5 at -105, I don't mind that. I just, sucks to push sometimes. But Milwaukee in their last 30 days versus a left-handed pitcher have hit them at a 201 average, a 268 weighted on base average, and 65 weighted runs created plus. That's last in the whole Major League Baseball in the last 30 days against left-handed pitching. So they do not hit lefties that well. Got that underway. Hauser, I think he keeps it rolling after back-to-back good games, giving up no earned runs, 6 hits, and 2 base on balls in 11 1/3 innings pitched in those last 2 games, facing 2 great right-handed pitching hitting teams in the Rays and the Astros. So I think he's starting to find himself. Hauser also has a 1.25 whip, so it's pretty nice. It's, he's starting to get back into the roll of things after his shaky first couple games. So I think that is a great bet. First 5, under 5.5. Also, Toronto averages 2.5 runs in the first 5 at home this year, while Milwaukee averages 1.84 runs for the first 5 on the road this year. So I think Kikuchi bounces back as well after the 5 earned runs in 5 innings pitched in his last outing. I think he bounced back. Last time he gave up 5 earned runs in this season, he comes back and pitches a shutout in 6 1/3 innings pitched. So he's proven that he's bounced back before. I think he does it again, even if he maybe gives up 3. I mean, Hauser might give up 2 and we still cash with the under, first 5 under 5.5. But that's what it's going to be. Milwaukee Brewers at Toronto Blue Jays. First 5 under 5.5, -128. You can get at FanDuel right now. Klein's got it at -120, I believe, last night. So a little bit of line movement, but I don't mind the extra 8 cents to keep you off a push. I mean, if it was like under 5 plus 105, maybe I would be like, okay, let's do the under 5 plus 105. So you have a little bit of plus money action, but it's only -105. So I just say play it safe. First 5 under 5.5. Brewers at Blue Jays. Lock it in. Let's come back here. Bounce back season is upon us. I'd like to thank everyone in the chat. Ray, Carol, Joe O, Sean Fuel, as well as Susan Curry. I'm happy you guys joined. I'm happy you guys are enjoying this content as always, as much as I enjoy doing these videos for you guys. It's fun. It's fun hanging out. Your nugget rambles are valuable. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate it dearly. As long as someone finds it valuable, I'm happy. As long as one person finds it valuable and information, I'm happy. Thank you very much. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. I will be back here tomorrow, same time, same place. And talking to you about some baseball, probably might sneak in a golf bet there, here and there, if I feel like it. If I find something good for you guys. But like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at CW Sports Betting. Follow myself on Twitter at Best Pie Bets. Follow Ray on Twitter. Ray's in the chat. Let's go at Ray Gray Fox on Twitter. Just his username. At Ray Gray Fox, what do you see in the comments? So make sure to follow him as well. And at Chocolate Taylor, she might have a video here and there in the future. Who knows? But if you follow all of us, you'll know what's going on. Sean, golf, let's fucking go. I will see you later, Sean. Probably playing some golf at the Stripe Show. Let's go, Tom. Tom the Marshall in the chat. Let's go. But you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope you have a great night. Kind of quiet night in sports. Just some WNBA games and some baseball games, and that's about it. But sooner or later, it's just going to be baseball and WNBA. And Joe O, I can't forget about Joe O. Bring some noons. I need to stop at Joe O's house and grab some noons. That's what. Stop at Fiesta. There, man, don't you have a lot of noons at home? I brought a bunch, right? Right? Stop, Joe. But I'll bring you guys some stuff no matter what. I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow in about, 23 hours and 40 minutes. So, those are yours. I bought them yesterday. But fair enough. I'll go to Fiesta for you guys. Okay? You guys have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Hope you have a, fun time. Hope Memorial Day was a great day for you guys. And you don't have a, 3-day weekend, a little, slugging hangover back into the work week. But you guys, thanks for coming in. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Joe O. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Carol Ann. Appreciate it, you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.